Welcome to Awareness Reset Saturday. This is a space where we stop and we slow down and reset our thinking so that we can gain awareness about the season we're navigating in. Because many people believe that they are stuck when they're simply just unaware. So today's awareness moment is you are not stuck, you are just unaware. I can talk about this because I have lived this. One of the biggest reasons or beliefs that people believe or think that they're stuck in life is not that they lack purpose, it's just because they are misinterpreting the season they are currently in. I'm going to say that again. Many people believe that they are stuck in life. It is not because they lack purpose. It is because they are misinterpreting the season they are currently in. And I was that one. When you misinterpret the season you're in, you will mismanage your response in that season. People respond to life based on their interpretation, their belief system. It's not necessarily they're responding to the circumstance or the situation, but they are responding with their interpretation of the situation. The situation happens, the circumstance happens, the interpretation, the thought. The thought will influence your emotion. The emotion will influence your behavior, and your behavior will influence your results and the outcome of the situation. So remember, your interpretation of the situation is what will cause your outcome, whether it's positive or negative. So let me give you an example. There's two different people. They're in the same season. One of them says, I am stuck. The other one says, I'm being developed. Same season, but different interpretation. A single season can feel like preparation for one person and stagnation with the other person, depending on awareness. The difference in perception can determine whether the season will produce growth or frustration. I had to learn that. I want to say this again. A single season can feel like preparation for one person and stagnation with the other person, and depending on their awareness. And the difference in perception will determine whether the season will be growth or whether it be frustration. I've been through both sides. so I can understand that because I've been through both sides. There's three common misinterpretation about the seasons and understanding these seasons. One of them is development feels like delay. I can talk about it because I've been there. And what people think and what I have thought is nothing is happening. But in actuality, something is happening. You're being developed. What is going on is that development is growth is happening below the surface. Let me say that again, because I was getting tongue tied. Growth is happening beneath the surface, even if you don't see it and you don't recognize it. Spiritual growth and maturity is happening within internally. That's what it is. You are growing from within. That's why it seems like nothing is happening, but in reality, it is. You are being developed internally. Number two, transition feels like confusion. I can talk about it because I felt like that at one point until I got understanding. And what people think and what I have thought, that I don't know what I'm doing. We don't know what we're doing. But what's really actually is your season is shifting. Old clarity, is starting to fade away. But a new direction has not been formed yet. Uncertainty often signals a shift rather than failure. So sometimes you are feeling uncertainty. It doesn't mean that you're failing. It just means that your season is shifting. Number three, movement feels like pressure. I have experienced this. And what people think and what I have thought. I'm overwhelmed. Maybe this isn't right for me to do at this particular moment. But what's actually happening is your purpose is ready to move. I had to learn that. Overwhelm can indicate readiness for the next stage. I want to repeat that. Movement feels like pressure, and you may feel like you're overwhelmed, like maybe this isn't right for you to do, but it's just purpose is ready to move. And so when purpose is ready to move, it's an indication that is ready to go to the next stage. Understand this. Misinterpretation creates frustration. I can talk about it because I have been there. Misinterpretation creates frustration. Awareness creates clarity. I've been there. Inner awareness often changes before external conditions do, which can feel confusing without proper understanding. Let me repeat that. Inner awareness often changes before external conditions do, which can feel confusing without proper understanding. So you are developing inwardly. God is working on your mind, and that is developing, but the external condition is still the same. And if you don't understand it, it will cause confusion because you don't have understanding of it. And why this happened, God often changes your awareness before he changes our environment. He starts with our mind. He starts with the old belief systems that we've been operating in. God is renewing your mind. He's building character. This is why this is happening internally first. He wants to build you up inwardly before you go to the next stage. So internally, there's a shift, but externally, it's still the same. And this creates confusion if you don't understand it. I can talk about it because I have been there. I'm going to say this again. This causes and it creates confusion if you do not understand it, because you are growing internally, you are developing internally, but your external condition is still the same. And if you misinterpret the season that you are in, you will miss manage your response in that season. Inner awareness often changes before external conditions do, which feels confusing if you misunderstand it. This is why I say you are not stuck, you're just unaware. So, my question to you is, what if you are not stuck, but you're simply misunderstanding the season that you're in now? I had to learn this. That's my question to you. Now, before you make any decisions, any move, don't ask, what should I do? Ask, what season am I in? Clarity changes everything. When you understand the season you are in, then your next step becomes clearer. If you need understanding if you need help understanding your current season, you can download my free guide, When the Wait Becomes a Weight, or you can schedule an appointment for the Purpose Alignment Intensive. I want you to remember, you are not stuck, you are just unaware. Please do not give up on that abundant life that Jesus Christ promised in John 10:10. You have a blessed and prosperous day in the kingdom of God. And the link is in the bio, in the description.